abi.
Sam, don't...
Geç yazıları geç abi. Adam her yerde karşımıza çıkıyor. Bir görevi alalım, bir rahat bırak ya.
Sam, we've supplied you. They should help with the steeper it, right?
Order assigned. Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Sam, triple checked your loadout, I take it? Sam, you see that sign someone left over there? You can leave some of your own if you like. Messages, warnings, words of encouragement, whatever comes to mind. Sam, even the best porters have been known to lose their cargo. But you're better than the best. You've got what it takes to finish what they started. If you come across any abandoned shipments, consider taking them to their intended destination.
It's easier than you might think. See, all our packages are tagged with Bridges IDs for easy tracking. And your Odradek is equipped with a scanner which might detect said IDs. Which is a roundabout way of saying that that thing on your shoulder can help you locate mislaid shipments.
Remember, Sam, every parcel is a promise made to a person in need. And they're counting on you to deliver. Sam, remember that prolonged exposure to timefall damages cargo containers. Don't stay out in the rain any longer than you have to. Sam, if you come up against a sheer cliff or a steep slope, don't forget about the ladder we issued you. Be sure to try it out. I'd be interested to see what uses a seasoned pro like you might find for it.
Ne oluyor artık, sağlayacağız. Bak. Kargo gidersin, kargo vermek sesini, yani kargo sesini teslim etmeye gidersin, bu yaratık çıkar.
clear of BG territory. The Death Stranding's to blame for all of this. The gazers, the fall of America, everything. It warped the world beyond recognition. Humanity had to scramble like rats fleeing a sinking ship. But there's nowhere else to go. There's no future living like this. If we're to survive, we need to find another way. A way to overcome the BTs, the Death Stranding, the whole damn mess.
Evet.
Maybe try using the one we issued you.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Cargo verified.
Aras kargo geldi hizmetinizce. Aras kargo. Yap buraya teslimatı.
Delivering cargo.
Thank you.
Ne demek
We've all
rica
been
ederim. Sen
feeling
de
the
sağ ol.
loss of Central Knot City.
Görevimiz.
No one seemed to know what it meant for the organization, or the UCA, or us. The oxytocin will take the edge off, and that'll be a big help. Won't be long before we're back on track. May have luck.
Ne vereceksin bakalım bize?
This is great.
Ha,
Thank you
teslim.
again. Yeah, everything looks to
Nasıl
be in
sağlam mı
order.
diye bakıyor sanırım.
And soon our way station will be too, I hope. You're
Dead.
No way. And what, they just sent you out on... I mean, if it was just a delivery, that... The second team was meant to bring the cube. 3 years we've been... And they sent us one. Shit. Tell me you brought more than...
I've got the Cupid.
You... Really? So it's true. They finally got... Well, then you just might be the answer to my prayer. So what are you waiting for? But you put...
Hadi bağlayalım şunu. Burayı da bağladık. Güzel.
Connection to Capital Knot City confirmed. We can... Me... There's... Thank you, but...
Right.
West of the way station are a couple of structures our previous expedition put in place. And beyond them, it's on the shore, but your objective. But to do that, there'll be a... Given the distance we're looking at, start with the... We've got some... Check the nearby delivery terminal to pick it up.
Good work. New order available.
hard work. Thank you.
You.
Ay korkunç kesinlikle.
Delivering cargo.
Nereye bakalım? Tamam, burada. Onu da gelip tekrar alırız. Onu da alırsak çok ağır olabilir yani. Üstümüz o yüzden fazla
Order assigned.
yapmak istemedim. Ağır olmasını istemedim.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Heads up, Sam. Your cargo's been pinged. Move. Now, before someone has eyes on you. Get to your destination ASAP if you don't want to get caught.
Aha geliyorlar. Hadi gelin lan, gelin lan. Ne oluyor? Yusuf mu? Aha. Kaçarsınız böyle işte.
Mules gave you trouble, huh? Good thing it was raining. Even they know better than to mess with BTs.
Gel de bize saldırmadan kaçalım. Yakaladığımız sürüklüyor seni yani. O yaratık.
Too close.
Yine mas belası geldi. Ne olmuş böyle? Da geldi. Bak o zaman. Bak ya. Şükür et ya.
Something wrong, Sam?
I don't know. Kid doesn't look so hot.
Nothing to worry about. Its functions are temporarily suspended, but they can be restored. I can perform the necessary maintenance at a distribution center. Hurry, though.
Dayan baby, dayan. Kayalar üstüne basa basa gidiyor ya, yapacak bir şey yok. Böyle gidersek bizi sürükler.
When the strain on your BB exceeds sustainable levels, it triggers the production of harmful compounds, and the body, in essence, begins to attack itself. It's called autotoxemia. If your BB's not performing to spec, drop by your private room and see if the incubator helps.
Lan yapma be.
bridge's ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain on until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Decontaminating suit. Rest is advised.
Güzel. Bakalım diğerine geri kalacak mı? Birini bırak dedik mi?
Wait station folks told me all about you. Sam, the guy expanding the chiral network. So what'd you bring us? Talk about above and beyond. Must have had. Okay, it's time. Do you mind connecting us to the network?
Bağlayalım bakalım hocam. Oraya da bağladık. Buraya da bağlarız. Ya yolumuz çok uzun. Çok uzun yollar var daha. Çok yerleri bağlayacağız.
Looks like we're on the chiral network. And with those materials you brought for our chiral printer, we can produce supplies for you here as needed. Think of it as our way of returning the favor. Now head west and keep on doing what you do.
Eyvallah hocam.
Good. The distro center's on the...
Sam, do me a favor. Take
Hemen bağlayalım küveze.
Good work.
Dead man, you there? Little help?
Okay, Sam. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
It's in.
Good. A temporary excessive stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Mother?
Located in the capital Knot City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A still mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs. These pods were designed to simulate the conditions inside a still mother's womb. BBs need to believe they're in one at all times to function properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with a still mother via the chiral network. There. The update is in progress. Right now, the pod is synchronizing with the still mother in capital Knot City and reconfiguring its settings based on the latest data. Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
Oyunda bazı sahnelerde veya ara sahnelerde arkadaşlar yırtılmalar oluyor ya. Kusura bakmayın.
Much slower from now on. You should remember that BBs are just equipment. Try not to get attached. Each one has been physically removed from its steel mother's womb. A process that renders them unpredictable and prone to failure. No BB on record has remained in service for over a year. It may need to be retired before this expedition is over.
And then? You saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about BBs. As we expand the chiral network and recover more past data, perhaps we'll find our answers. Oh, right. You asked me to look into why the BTs might be reacting to your blood. I spoke with Hartman. We should have your results soon. Anyway, get some rest. You and your BB are both exhausted. Good night, Sam.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Sam? Can you see me?
How are things over there?
Still not under guard, still not chained up, still can't leave. But if you can keep making connections, if you can get to me, we can go back east, back home. Thank you. I mean that.
Ne demek, rica ederim.
It's bad. There are fewer and fewer people in the cities these days. No one's having children anymore. But humans aren't made for living alone. They're supposed to come together, to help one another. And if we as a people can't do that, if we can't reconnect, then, well, it's like Bridget said, extinction.
Come on. Rebuilding America isn't gonna get rid of the BTs. As long as they're still around, there's no escaping it.
But at least we'll have hope. I'll be waiting, Sam.
Sen merak etme ya, ben gelirim. Tabii ki yardım
Waiting
edeceğiz.
for you. Come and find me.
Tabii ki bulacağım seni ya.
Hello, Sam. This is Hartman. Since you're awake, it might be... To that end, it's good for the body and...
Düşme lan, hadi bakalım düşen. Yaratayı yakalanmadık ha. Yaratık normalde yakaladım böyle sürüklüyor yani. Sonra kadar sürüklenmedik, iyi gidiyor. Ya sürüklensek hani bir şey olmaz ya yani. Uğraştırtıyor, kargolarını düşüyor. Sıkıntı yok. Yakalanırsak tamam. Mücadele ederiz yani.
I'll be taking a sample of your shower water in order to study the effects your bodily fluids might have on a BT.
Study other people with dooms?
Everyone in Bridges, myself and Mama. Results thus far are inconclusive. But you possess other singular qualities, being a repatriate as well. I must confess to a measure of optimism.
Processing fluids. Waste products. Drilling. Dispensing.
There. Take the sample with you. Should the opportunity arise, try using it on a BT. I'm curious to see how they react. Who knows? It may even prove beneficial to you. There was an old research paper detailing the effects of bodily fluids from individuals like us on BTs. It is only by recovering these materials that we can unearth the knowledge of the past. Not just the Death Stranding, but also the mystery of your body's unique properties and even our doom's affliction. There may well be hope for humanity. Sam, I have no interest in rebuilding America. I want to recover the past.
5,
Oh,
4,
it's almost time.
2, 1.
After you make your connections and nothing happens, then what? I said, then what?
Sesimi duyan yok mu?
Sam, sorry to bother you while you're taking a break, but I figured you'd want to hear this. Hell, maybe it'll help you rest easier. We received a number of messages addressed to you. I've not taken a look myself, but I gather they're mostly from your clients. You should see if they contain any useful information. Mail can be accessed via your cufflinks, as well as the terminal in your private room. There's something else I'd like to share with you. With the Chiral network, we now have the power to reclaim our past. Data once thought lost forever from every corner of America can be pieced back together from fragmented records. Our archives are still a work in progress, of course. But as we expand the network and integrate more way stations and cities, we'll be able to recover more and more information, such as the previous expedition's logs and reports. Everything they sent back was lost when Central Knot City was destroyed. Now, we've managed to restore some already, in fact. You can access them from a private room terminal or your cufflinks by selecting Archives. Might make for interesting reading.
Çıkayım mı? Tamam, çıkıyorum.
Isn't what we agreed on. You said you'd do everything in your power to save BB.
We are. But we cannot release your son just yet. Believe me when I tell you.
System woman in the mask who's done nothing but lie to me.
Sam, there's something I forgot to tell you. It's about managing your BB stress levels and reducing the risk of autotoxemic attacks. There are a few things you can do if your BB starts showing signs of distress.
Such as?
Such as take a moment to look after it. Cradle the pot, gently rock it, that sort of thing. Out of curiosity, how's it doing at the moment?
Before I answer that,
Something wrong?
when I hook up my BB, I see things.
What kind of things?
Like a face, someone I don't know, calling to me. There's this room, too, with other people talking, but I can't make out the words.
Lead-through effect. Didn't I warn you about this? You're mistaking the BB's memories for your own. They're false flashbacks, nothing more. Let me explain. A BB is harvested from its steel mother at around 28 weeks and placed in a pod. To be clear, this is before it's even born. The procedure halts its... But even at 28 weeks, its sensory systems have matured. It is more than capable of encoding this information.
So who's the man I saw?
Someone from the medical team, maybe? Or a BB technician? The BB has been in circulation for a while now. It's been handled by a lot of people. How should I know which...
Because you're the expert.
No one's an expert. They're your quintessential black box. We may use them, but we... Believe me, I've been trying to... If I find anything out, I'll tell you.
While you're resting, I ran some network diagnostics. Beryllium monitoring and holographic systems are nominal. Unfortunately, our printer is offline. I know, after all the trouble you went through to bring us those materials. This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived. The printer needs it to communicate with the chiral network. Mules must have snatched it, caught that porter en route or something. If I'm right, they'll have taken it to their drop site, which is smack dab in the middle of their territory. Don't suppose you'd be up for stealing us our property back? Can't think of anyone more qualified than you.
Hadi bunu da alsak ne kadar diyor?
Mama's added a watchtower. If you don't have it on you, consider fabricating one. You never know when you'll need to recon an area.
İyi fazla tutmadı. İyi ki almışım ikisini.
That thing you're holding is a crystal collector. As the name suggests, it provides secure storage for any crystals you gather.
Allow me to describe your quarry. Chiral crystals appear gold to the naked eye and are frequently found in formations resembling human handprints. Surrounding rocks and debris tend to float a few feet above the ground. And they are most commonly found in areas with high precipitation. Got all that? Rain, floating rocks, golden handprints. That's your trifecta. Look for these three things and you'll find the crystals. If you've been especially observant, then perhaps you already know where to look.
Order assigned.
Bu bölümün de sonuna geldik arkadaşlar. Görüşmek üzere. Hoşça kalın.